Hey guys, Melissa here. I just wanted to give you some tips for our workout this week, mostly for those of you doing it scaled. I know that they really brought it this week, up the ante for you guys going scaled. It is a challenging workout, but I'm excited to see what you guys do. It's gonna be fun, it'll be a good challenge, and I can't wait to see you crush it. First things first, for this workout, I've heard a lot of buzz about the handstand push-ups, so we're gonna kind of give some tips real quick on how to be most successful on those. Number one, you have to get there. There's a lot of work to be done before you even get to the handstand push-ups. So before we worry too much about those handstand push-ups, let's come in and figure out our best strategy on the lunges, figure out the way that's most comfortable to hold the dumbbell. If you're doing it scaled, you get a couple of options. So practice those, play around with them, see what feels best. Same goes for the step-ups. Those are gonna be challenging for you, and you need to mess around and see what way feels best to hold it. You may have a couple of ways to do it ready to go, so that if one way starts to get really difficult, you can switch it up, okay? Number two, once you get to the handstand push-ups, if you get there, when you kick up into that first handstand, do not let your hands get too close to the wall. They should be, your fingertips should be a good 6 to 8, maybe even more inches away from the wall, maybe 10, 12, depending on how big you are, how tall you are. They're gonna be, the bigger and taller you are, the further away they'll probably need to be. They can't be more than a certain distance, I can't remember, I think 2 feet away from the wall, but definitely should not be closer than, I would say no closer than 8 inches, and that's pushing it. If you have them too close to the wall, it's really easy to bounce off the wall in that initial kick up and not be able to stay in the handstand. It's also gonna put you in a position to where your body might be touching the wall as you lower down, and the only part of your body allowed to touch the wall during the rep is your heels, okay? So we don't wanna be too close to the wall when we kick up into that handstand. Number 3, squeeze tight. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly, squeeze your legs, okay? Tension helps to transfer that power from your arms through your body to get you back up out of the bottom of the handstand push-up. You also cannot let your feet go wider than your hands during the rep or it doesn't count. So make sure we squeeze tight, keep those legs together. We can't be flailing around, okay? Number 4, look straight ahead. When you're on the descent, have your eyes be straight ahead. If you're looking for the mat, that's not gonna put you in a very advantageous position. And you could even kind of tweak your neck a little bit that way. So look straight ahead on the way down. Number 5, tap your head to the mat and press back up, okay? We don't wanna get to the bottom and rest on our head and then try to press out of the bottom. It's very difficult. It's the difference between doing like a hand release push-up and a regular push-up, or a pause squat and a regular squat. When we lose that tension, it's much harder to then press out of the bottom. So don't rest on your head, okay? Don't come down until your judge says the rep is good. Sometimes as we're pressing up, our heels may come off the wall before our arms get all the way straight, and then that rep isn't gonna count. So make sure you stay on that wall until you know the rep is good, okay? The other thing is, I would recommend you come in and play around with your hand placement as far as how wide you're gonna go. If you're used to putting your hands so that your thumbs are directly under your shoulders, see about playing around with putting your hands a couple inches wider. See if that's something doable for you. That'll help make it a little easier during the reps to get through them. But the problem is if you're not used to it and you go extra wide, that can make it a little more difficult. And when you're tired trying to do something new that you haven't practiced, a lot of times it doesn't go well. So don't make a huge change, but just, play around with it a little bit, okay? And last, I wanna remind you guys, don't freak out. For all of you that have done your handstand push-ups before here on the wall, this is probably how you've done them. I generally start people on the wall with a plate and an ab mat under their head doing a strict handstand push-up, okay? So there's nothing to freak out about here. The other thing is, don't freak out about 50. You don't need to get through this workout. This is a get as far as you can type of workout, okay? There will be only a few people that make it through to the handstand walk, and even the women last night